Mad Alliance was howling against Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. So you read the title, and the first thing you're probably thinking is, Joe, what in the frick? What in the frickin' frack? Yes, until now, well, it's September at the time I'm making this video, but August of 2018, I finally sat down and watched all three of the Dark Knight films all the way through from beginning to end. My entire life, I've only ever seen bits and pieces from each film. I've never taken the time to sit down and watch all of them all the way through. So I finally have done it. I finally watched all three Dark Knight films, and have this shirt. It's kind of a spin on the Dark Knight, the Shark Knight. I don't actually have any official Dark Knight merchandise just because I've never cared for the films before. But when I was on vacation with my girlfriend recently, we went to an aquarium and we got matching shirts. The Shark Knight. It's not official the Dark Knight, but, you know, it's something, you know, yeah. So I thought it would be kind of appropriate. And it's actually, that gets into the reason why I even decided to finally watch the films in the first place. So we had got these matching shirts, and I knew it was a spin on the Dark Knight. And, you know, I've never been a fan of the Dark Knight. I've never seen the Dark Knight films. So I got the shirt, and then I was thinking, well, I've still never actually watched the Dark Knight films before. And it was different back then. Now I'm a huge superhero fan. But I've told myself I wouldn't really watch the Dark Knight films. I never cared to watch them. But then I started thinking, well, a lot of people do praise this film. A lot of people praise these films and say it's one of the best trilogies of all time in history. So I thought, well, why not? It's not going to hurt anybody, you know? So I decided to finally watch them. Warning. Some of the following comments that I make in this video regarding the Dark Knight Trilogy and the films and characters within this universe might be disturbing for viewers who are huge Dark Knight Trilogy fans. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm going to say what I want to say because it's all my opinion. I'm saying that up front. It's all my opinion. So I'm prepared for all the dislikes on this video. I'm prepared for all the negative comments on this video, and I will handle everything I see accordingly. Yeah. Thing is, I don't really have too much to say about the films, and you'll find out why when I start talking about the films, which will be now. So, let's talk about Batman Begins. Look, look, I've never watched these films before, but I just had a feeling they wouldn't be my favorite. Batman Begins is definitely my least favorite out of the three. I didn't enjoy the film too much. I wouldn't even say I enjoyed it really. I would say I don't know if I'd even say I liked it. I mean, it's not that I didn't like it. It's just I didn't like it either. Like it a lot. I mean, it was okay. That is the best I can say about that film. I can't even say it was great. I can't even say it was fantastic. I can't even say it was. I'm not saying it wasn't good, but I can't even say it's good. Okay is all I can say about the film. Is I thought it was okay. My favorite parts were actually the very beginning of the, and what I mean by that is everything leading up from the Ra's al Ghul stuff, seeing Bruce Wayne train with the Ra's al Ghul, seeing Bruce Wayne, you know, betray the League of Shadows and everything, and get Ra's al Ghul out of the burning place, or yeah, because that was the legit Ra's al Ghul. yeah, getting him out of the place and then leaving and going back to Gotham. I liked all of that stuff. Once Bruce Wayne got back to Gotham, the rest of the film was just, eh. Like, that was literally my reaction just to the rest of the film. Was just, eh. I mean, I didn't see, it's hard to talk about this. I didn't really like too much the rest of the film. I didn't like, you know, I didn't like the one thing. I didn't like the final battle between Batman and Ra's al Ghul. On the train, I didn't like that. The whole thing with Scarecrow and stuff, like, just the rest of the film, like, it's hard to talk about it. So I'm not going to try and keep talking about when I can't really say anything about it. But I liked everything from the beginning of the film up until Bruce Wayne got back to Gotham after he was gone for 7 years. But the Ra's al Ghul stuff, I loved that stuff. I loved the actor who was playing Ra's al Ghul. I loved him. I loved seeing him train with Bruce Wayne. I loved the fight with Bruce versus, like, all those people in the League of Shadows versus Ra's al Ghul. The building falling down, burning down, Bruce Wayne saving Ra's al Ghul. I loved all of that. That was my absolute favorite part of the film, was Bruce Wayne and Ra's al Ghul. Batman was one of my least favorite parts of the film. I'm serious, okay? I knew I wouldn't like Bale's Batman. I just knew I wouldn't like it too much. I knew I wouldn't like his Batman that much. And one thing, I'm not a fan of Batman wearing armor, okay? That's one reason I love Ben Affleck's Batman so much. I'm not going to talk about his Batman too much because this isn't a video about his Batman, but I'm just trying to, like, say why. I'm just trying to say that I prefer Batman to not have armor. I prefer like in Batman v Superman in the DCEU, or Worlds of DC, his suit isn't armored. Yes, his gauntlets, you know, are bulletproof and his cowl's bulletproof, but the rest of his suit is not armored. I'm pretty sure it's like thick layered, you know, material, but it's not armored, okay? I prefer for Batman to rely not on armor, but on his martial arts skills and his many forms of fighting that he knows. He knows almost every form of fighting that there is, okay? So, to see Bale's Batman with armor, it would be different. It would be different if he was going up against, say, Superman or Parademons. That's fair play, okay? I think it's fair for you to have armor in those situations where you're facing a godlike creature or extraterrestrial beings, okay? That was wrong. Godlike beings or extraterrestrial creatures. That's fair play to use armor. Using armor against just regular people, you know, I don't. Why? Okay, I get, yeah, people shooting bullets and stuff, but there are lots of people. Spider-Man doesn't wear armor. He's a kid. Okay? Spider-Man doesn't wear armor. That's one example. Yeah, he has, you know, enhanced powers and stuff, but still, okay? Point is, there are people, like, they're just people who don't wear armor, so one of the most fiercest fighters, I don't see why you would need armor unless you have, like, very good, valid reason. Point is, I've just never been a fan of Batman wearing armor. I prefer for him to rely on his martial arts. So, yeah, I didn't like that he had armor. I didn't like the cowl. Like, the whole entire suit, I was not a fan of the whole entire suit. It looked... It would be unfair, kind of unfair, I guess, to say it looked cartoony. Because, I mean, it's a comic book film. But it's not even that. It looked... I don't know. I don't know how to describe how I think it looked. It's just I didn't like the look of it didn't, I don't know. I just didn't like the look of Bale's suit. I didn't like the cowl. I didn't like that his suit was armored. I was not a fan of the suit. And I knew I would hate this. The voice. Bale's no. I was not a fan of the voice. I'm Batman. I was not a fan of that voice. I knew I wanted to be. I told you guys I've seen bits and pieces of every film, so I knew how the voice sounded like. I was not a fan. Ben Affleck's Batman, that's a Batman voice. Tell me, do you bleed? You will. That's a Batman voice, not I'm Batman. No. That's all I have to see. I'm not going to spend too much time on these things, especially if I don't have anything good to say, you know. So I didn't like the voice. I didn't like the outfit. What else from that film? Rachel. I was not a fan of the Rachel character. I was not a fan of Rachel. Scarecrow was okay. I liked him to some extent. It isn't like, oh my gosh, this is so cool and everything. Is like I thought he was okay though, you know. I enjoyed him, but Ra's al Ghul pretty much stole the movie for me. I really enjoyed Ra's al Ghul's character, Commissioner Gordon. I loved Commissioner Gordon. Oh, see, I have good things to say about. See, when I get further into this, you'll hear that I have some good things to say. I'm not trashing these films, okay? Especially when we get near the end, you'll know that I have some good things to say. I loved Commissioner Gordon. The actor who played Gordon, that was Commissioner Gordon. I enjoyed all and any scenes that had Commissioner Gordon in them. That was a joy to see. Lucius Fox, I loved seeing Lucius Fox. Morgan Freeman, Lucius Fox, it was perfect casting. I enjoyed it very, very much. I'm not sure who Lucius Fox is in the comics because I haven't read too many DC comics, so I'm not exactly sure who Lucius Fox is. But I enjoyed the three characters who I enjoyed most in Batman Begins was Ra's al Ghul, Commissioner Gordon, and Lucius Fox. Those three characters I enjoyed very, very much. Alfred, he was cool. I mean, he was a good Alfred. I still definitely prefer Jeremy Irons, but I can't remember the guy's name in Nolan's films who played him, but I enjoyed the Alfred, you know. I enjoyed seeing Bruce Wayne more than I enjoyed seeing Batman. Like I said, the very beginning with Bruce Wayne and Ra's al Ghul, all that stuff was my favorite part of the entire film. What else? Other than that, I don't think I have too much to say about Batman Begins. Other than it was, like I said, now you know everything I liked and disliked about that film, and in the end, I think it was an okay film. Now, let's get to The Dark Knight, the film that I have heard so much about this film. People saying it. I've heard people say it is the best comic book film of all time. I've heard people say that. I've heard people say Heath Ledger's Joker is the best comic book villain in all time. Here are my thoughts on the film. Again, like viewer discretion, some of the things I say, for you hardcore Dark Knight fans, some of the things I say could sound very ugly, can get pretty disturbing, so viewer discretion is advised. There might be some mature language for some of the comments that I make. I thought the film was just okay. It isn't like I enjoyed the film that much. I just thought it was okay. Yeah. And Batman, my thoughts on Batman in this film, pretty much my exact same thoughts on Batman from Batman Begins. I didn't like the voice. I didn't like the outfit. The fighting is something I forgot to mention. I did not like the fighting. I did not like the fighting. The fight choreography. Bale's Batman, it felt like he was so... It felt like he was so... Like Ben Affleck's Batman warehouse scene. That literally is the definition of Batman, okay? He was fast. He was smooth. He was agile, you know? He was a force to be reckoned with. Bale's Batman felt so slow and clunky with his moves, you know? I didn't like the fighting. That's another thing. So pretty much everything about Batman in this Batman universe, Nolan's Batman universe, I didn't like. I enjoyed Bruce Wayne more than I enjoyed Batman in these films. And then even Bruce Wayne himself, I didn't like kind of the younger version of... at some moments, he didn't act like he was, like, this is something Bruce Wayne would do. And, okay, before you bash me saying, oh, Joe, you're gonna say Bale's Batman does stuff Batman was supposed to do? Well, what about Bruce Wayne in Justice League, huh? Okay, listen, I understand that, okay? I can hear you guys right now going at it on me, okay? Chill out. Hold up. I understand. There were definitely some Bruce Wayne moments in Justice League that, no, this is not Bruce Wayne, okay? I'm with you 100% on that. I'm just saying, there was also some Bale moments where it didn't feel like it's something Bruce Wayne would do. Okay? I don't know. I think it's just I didn't like the younger version of Bruce Wayne. I liked the older version of Bruce Wayne that we got in Batman v Superman. The Bruce Wayne who was in his 40s, who's been doing this for a while. Okay? Who's, you know, on his game with this. Okay? I enjoyed that older, more mature Bruce Wayne. See, that's the thing. I mean, it isn't exactly... I don't know if I want to exactly say Bale's Batman did things that Bale's Bruce Wayne did things that Bruce Wayne wouldn't do. It's just that Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne felt more mature than Bale's Bruce Wayne did. Okay, one scene in particular is when he got in that, like, fountain thing with those chicks that he was with at the party. I was like, is this Bruce Wayne? And again, maybe a younger version, but, like, I didn't really care for the younger version of Bruce Wayne. I didn't. I wished he was a bit older. What else? Rachel, again, I wasn't a fan of the Rachel character. Alfred, pretty much same thoughts that I had on from the first film. Commissioner Gordon, same thoughts I had on him from the first film. I loved Commissioner Gordon again. He was awesome and amazing. Harvey Dent. I enjoyed Harvey Dent. I liked Harvey Dent. I like how they brought him in, and I liked the reveal. Like, they did that so good. Like how he was laying on the bed, and after the whole thing, after you know, the building exploded, and like he was trying to get out, and so he fell back, and he fell on the gasoline and stuff, like his face. And then, so, when the place blew up, there was gasoline on his face, so it caught fire and stuff. You guys know. And so, when he was laying on the bed, and then he turned around, and you could see, like, how mangled his face was. The reveal, the teasing was so good, and the reveal was epic. I enjoyed Harvey Dent's character. And then, even after that, I enjoyed Harvey Dent throughout the rest of the film. Harvey Dent, Two-Face, he was cool. Uh, I want to save this one person for last. Well, I guess I should talk about the story of the second film. The story of the first film, I pretty much talked about it. League of Shadows, him becoming Batman. Like I said, I didn't enjoy that stuff too much. If one thing these films have going for them, for me, is the story. Okay? I enjoyed this. I don't know if I'd say I enjoyed it. I liked the story for the second film. You know, the whole thing of Batman's this vigilante. It kind of felt like a Spider-Man thing. It kind of felt like it was a I don't know. It kind of felt like Spider-Man. It kind of felt like Batman was Spider-Man of the DC universe. He's this vigilante. People are like, should he really be out here doing this? You know, this is the job for the law and authorities. And so that was the thing. So then, you know, the whole thing, Harvey Dent revealing that he's Batman, even though he wasn't the Batman. And then, I forgot to talk about this about the first film. I liked the Joker tease at the end of the first film. I liked the Joker tease saying that, like, if there's a second film, Joker can make an appearance. You know, there was a tease for the Joker's playing card. And then in the second film, Joker was the main villain. And we'll talk about, you'll hear my thoughts on the Joker soon. So, I enjoyed the climax of The Dark Knight. The whole thing with the people on opposite boats. One had, like, criminals, one had citizens, and there was a detonator on each one, and, you know, either one had the choice to blow the other one up before 12. That was so good. I enjoyed that so much. Oh my god, I enjoyed that. And Joker, okay, I'll talk about him finally. What are my thoughts on Heath Ledger's Joker? I loved him. Heath Ledger's Joker stole when he came into the room with those people saying, like, we need to work together to take down the Batman and stuff, and when he walked in, and I forgot what did he do? What did he do? Basically, I think there was like a pencil on the desk or something. He slammed the dude's head down, like, and it went in his eye. I think there's something crazy happened. I know, I can't exactly remember, but just all the crazy things he did, then cutting people's mouths, you know, and stuff. I almost don't know what to say except he was just amazing. The Joker, I love the Joker. Now, okay, I can feel the energy of you guys about to trample me. Some mature language might come. I think Heath Ledger's Joker is overrated. I do not think Heath Ledger's Joker is the best comic book villain of all time. Okay, I think he's overrated. Okay, I enjoyed him, but I didn't enjoy him that much. I didn't think he was that good. Okay, I can feel you guys now. Just chill out. Okay, chill out. Yeah, I loved him. I enjoyed him. I didn't think he was all that, though. I think some of you guys are hyping this Joker up way too much. Some of you guys are hyping this film up way too much. Okay? It was not the best. Again, this is all my opinion, so chill out. Okay? I did not think it was the best comic book film of all time. I didn't even think it was one of the best comic book films of all time. Okay? That's just my thoughts and opinions. I can see the dislikes. I can see the negative comments. I can feel your energy coming at me. But that's just me, okay? I thought he was good, but no, he wasn't all... No. No, 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 no. Thanos was better than Joker. Come on! Come on, okay? Joker was not that good, okay? No, okay? Again, this is my opinion. I might be saying it like it's fact, but it's not fact. That's just my opinion. It's not fact that he is the best. It's not fact that he isn't either. We're all entitled to our opinions. Yeah. And what else? But yeah, the thing with the boats at the end I enjoyed. Again, the fighting in this film, I did not like any of Batman's fight scenes. I just really enjoyed seeing the Joker. Like I said, I didn't think it was all that, but I really enjoyed seeing the Joker. The Joker had like some of the best lines of dialogue, like some of the things, like, I can't exactly remember all of them. There was one, he said something about anarchy. And he said something about chaos. And about being fair or something. Oh, he had some good lines. He had some good lines. I think one of them was like, we live in a society. And then one that was funny was, why so serious? I love that. That was funny. And it seemed, one thing, I love the laugh. I love the laugh. Whoa, 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 Batman. Whoa. I love that. I love the joke. Oh my God, I made myself laugh. I love the Joker's laugh. Batman. See. Batman. He was doing that. You can't tell me he wasn't. He was doing that for a lot of the film. Okay? He was doing that a lot. I loved this scene. Some people say this is literally one of the best scenes to have ever happened in any comic book film. Personally, I disagree. But the prison scene, when the interrogation scene, when Batman was interrogating the Joker. I didn't like this for Bale's performance. I liked it for Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker. That was awesome. I loved that a lot. Okay, Heath Ledger's Joker stole the entire show. See, this is one of the reasons I hate the Bale Batman voice the most, was when he was like, where are they? Where are they? Where is she? I hated that. That's not Batman's voice. Okay? That's not Batman's voice. It's not. Well, here I am. From Ben Affleck, that's a Batman voice. That's a Batman voice. And why'd you say that name? That's an intimidating Batman voice. That's an intimidating Batman voice. Not, where are they? Where is she? Nah. It was cringe. But Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker, man, that was awesome. And when he was laughing and stuff, as Batman was just throwing him around and stuff, man, that was good. The Joker was always one step ahead. He was always one step. He said something like, what did he say? He said something about, like, everyone's always got a plan or something, but not me. But it was ironic that he said that, though, because he always had a plan. He was always one step ahead of everybody. I can't remember what the line was. But it was good. And I enjoyed the scene. I enjoyed the chase scene with Joker in the truck and Batman chasing after him. The Bat Bike, I thought the Bat Bike was cool. And I liked the part when Batman, the truck tipped over And the Joker just like comes stumbling out, like not knowing what to do. He just comes stumbling out. And he's like, come at me, Batman. I want you. I want this. I want this. Come on. Come on. And you know, Batman's like, ah! And he turns the bike and falls over. I love that. Like I said, Heath Ledger's Joker, man, he was amazing. I think I can say he was one of, well, I'll say I loved him. I really, really did like him. And, what else? And then, the end. You know, Harvey Dent, you know, I guess blame Gordon for what happened to Rachel and everything. Dent lost someone that he loved, so he was going to show Gordon what that was like with his kids, and that was messed up, man. That's his kids, okay? So he was like, you're going to tell your family that everything's going to be all right, even though you know it isn't. And so, Gordon had said that. And then Batman came in clutch and actually killed Harvey Dent. And yeah, since he had killed someone pretty important in Gotham, then he was, you know, on the run from the police at the very end of the. I loved the end when the son was like, "Dad, isn't that Batman? Why are they chasing him?" And Gordon was like, "Because they have to." That, and then, oh my God! And then the Bat Bike is just going off. The dogs are chasing them, and then the Batman theme starts, and then it ends. Oh my God, that was amazing! If there's one thing I loved from these films, it was the Batman theme. Oh my God, and it was Hans Zimmer who did it, I believe. Oh my God, it was so good. The dunna, 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 dunna. Oh my God, it was no Ben Affleck theme. Ben Affleck's theme is freaking hardcore. It's like da 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 da. That is hardcore savage Batman. That's a Batman. That's still my #1 Batman thing. But I still freaking loved Bale's Batman theme. It was so good. It played at just the right moments. Oh my God, it was so good. You see, I have good things to say about these films. Okay. So yeah, I watched the first 2 films, and so then what were my thoughts after that? Then I was like, man, I kind of don't like. I kind of wish I didn't watch. I kind of wish I never watched these films. Now I finally watched them just to see what they were like, and I'm kind of disappointed a little just because I didn't like them too much. I just thought they were both okay, you know. So I kind of feel like it was a waste of time to finally watch these films. I wish I just never touched these. Then The Dark Knight Rises. I freaking loved The Dark Knight Rises. I didn't think it was just okay. I didn't think it was just good. I didn't think it was just fantastic. I loved The Dark Knight Rises. It was incredible. Okay? I loved almost everything about The Dark Knight Rises. You guys probably weren't expecting this. You guys probably thought this praise would be for The Dark Knight. No. Then I watched The Dark Knight Rises. And that's what saved my thoughts on the Dark Knight Trilogy. The first 2 films, I was like, I kind of just wasted my time. I feel like I wish I never touched these films. Then the third one redeemed the whole franchise. For me, the third one redeemed the whole franchise. The third one made me like and appreciate this Batman franchise. Man, I can praise this film all day. This has now become one of my all-time favorite comic book films. Okay? And you know what's funny? For me personally, this is one of the rare cases for a franchise where each movie tops the other. I like The Dark Knight Rises better than Batman Begins. I liked The Dark Knight better than Batman Begins. I liked The Dark Knight Rises better than The Dark Knight. Man, okay, let's talk about this film. From the very beginning, I was hooked. I was hooked. When the people were on the plane, you know, there was some people, they had some people who worked for Bane, and then the reveal of Bane, that he was one of the people. Bane wasn't playing around. Bane was at games. Bane was not there for jokes and giggles. Bane was there to wreck. To take some names. Okay? Bane's playing the whole thing with the plane. You know, getting the person you need, the plane. Oh my God. I loved Bane. I liked Bane better than Joker personally. Bane was my favorite villain in the whole entire Dark Knight trilogy. Bane was my favorite villain. I loved Bane. From beginning to end, I loved this film. Oh my God, this film was amazing. I loved that Rachel's not in it. Like I said, I was not a fan of the Rachel character. So I'm glad that, you know, she just like went her own way after Harvey's death. And I liked that it was like 7 years that, you know, because Batman was wanted for Dent's death, so Bruce Wayne just stopped being Batman, you know. And, you know, he was hoping that he wouldn't have to come back in the game, because the point was in this universe, the point was for Batman to be a symbol. Not one individual person, but to be a symbol. So anybody could be Batman. You know, that was the point. That was what Bruce Wayne wanted. But people just expected this one individual. So he had to be the one to come back into the game. So I enjoy that it was like 7 years later. So it was an older, more mature Bruce. See, that's one of the reasons I liked the Bruce Wayne and Batman more in this film, is because it was a more mature Bruce Wayne. You know, I enjoyed seeing the more mature Bruce Wayne. And I almost forgot about this. Catwoman. I loved Catwoman along with Bane. I loved that they added... I wasn't expecting it. I told you I've never watched these films. So, I just think it's this innocent girl, you know, checking out Bruce Wayne's room because Bruce Wayne's been secluded. But she's wearing the pearl necklace, you know, that Bruce had in the safe. And so it was Selina Kyle, I think. So that was Catwoman. I was like, oh my God, they're doing Catwoman. And it was hype. It was the way they did it. It was cool. Okay, it was cool. So she actually needed his fingerprints to sell to a guy. I forgot why, but yeah. And so because of that, and then because of Bane, Bruce Wayne had to finally come out and bring back the Batman. You know, and Alfred didn't want this because Alfred really cares about Bruce. He really cares about him, and you know, doesn't just want. He genuinely wants the best for Bruce Wayne. And what else? Because I want to talk about a few things from this film. This film was good. The Batwing I thought was cool. I think it was just called the Bat, though. I thought that was how, especially when they found it, like authorities found out that Batman was back out on the streets, and they chase him into that alley, and then he comes out with the bat. That was cool. Okay, that was cool. I liked that a lot. And again, the fighting. And see, I was enjoying this film. I was like, I really enjoyed this film. So I wanted to enjoy the fighting. I tried to, but I just couldn't. I couldn't. I didn't enjoy the fight, any of the fight scenes in all three films. I tried to in this final film because I was enjoying the film. So I was trying to. I just couldn't. You know? The voice, I will say this. For some reason, I thought the voice, I'm not going to say I liked it. I thought the voice was a bit better in The Dark Knight Rises than the previous two films. It wasn't good in Dark Knight Rises, but I thought it was better than it was in the previous two films. I thought it sounded a bit better. I don't know what it was. I almost forgot to talk about this. Batman's introduction in The Dark Knight Rises. This made me like Bale's Batman a little bit. When he was introduced, oh my god! When they were in the tunnel and the lights were shutting off, and then the Batman just comes by and grabs somebody, and the cape is flapping, and he's on the Bat bike, skirting around on the Bat bike. Oh my! And the music started playing. Oh my god! It was amazing. I loved that. That Batman introduction made me be like, okay, I like Bale's Batman a little bit just because of this introduction alone. And I don't know why. I liked his Batman in this film. I actually liked his Batman. I enjoyed seeing his Batman on screen in this film. It was weird, you know. Also, I somewhat liked how the outfit looked in this film. I didn't like how the outfit looked in the previous two films, but this film, I liked how the outfit looked. I don't know what it was about it. I don't. I liked it. And what else? I liked all of Bane's scenes. Bane was taking names. Okay, Bane was showing people who's boss. I liked the whole hostage situation at, I think it was a bank. I'm not sure. I liked the whole hostage situation, how Bane got himself out of there. What was his name? What was his name? John Blake? I know Blake is in there. Is it John Blake, though? I think so. I loved this character. I loved this character. I loved this character inclusion in this film. I loved the character all the way through. He was so cool. He was so cool. And so when Catwoman led Batman to Bane, oh my, that was intense. And then they fought, and he broke his back. I was like, oh my god, he broke his back. He freaking broke the Batman's back. That was crazy. I liked Bane's fighting, though. I will say that. I liked Bane's fighting. Okay? I really did. But yeah, and then earlier in the film, because Selina was trying to sell Bruce Wayne's thumbprints to that guy, then they got caught by the police and Commissioner and John Blake, and then it led to them going down the sewers, and then it led to Bane, and then Commissioner Gordon got shot and stuff. He was laying in bed and stuff. And then this was one of the football field part. You guys know what I'm talking about. That was crazy. That was crazy. Oh my god. It was because the whole thing fell and the dude's just running, not knowing what's happening. He doesn't know what's going on. And then he turns around and he's like, oh frick. He collapsed the whole field. Then Bane comes out, and I loved Bane's story in this film, his backstory and stuff. I'll talk about that later when we get to certain parts, but I loved that. And so basically he was saying, like, basically it was there to take over Gotham. And he had bombs set everywhere in Gotham. Everywhere. And on the bridges, and they were just going off everywhere, one by one. And Batman was sent to that hole where Bane grew up. So, yeah, Bane broke the Batman. This is one of the reasons I liked Bane so much. He completed his goal. He broke Batman. He took over Gotham for like a good 3 months. Or, no, I think it was longer than 3 months. For a good few months. It isn't like it was... He took it over and then it was gotten back right. No, this was lasted months. That was crazy. And I loved his voice. I really, really liked Bane's voice. It was cool. What were some of the things that he said that I can't remember? Man, I can't really remember. There was one thing that I think he was like, to you, the people. I think that was that on the football field? I think that was at the bank. I'm not sure where that was. But yeah, I liked his voice a lot. And this is one of my favorite parts of the film. The whole scene. The whole scene. The whole pit scene. Where Bruce Wayne was in the pit and stuff. His back was broke. And Bane left him like a screen on the TV to see everything that was going on in Gotham. And so I liked how through like the course of these months, Bruce, you know, got himself together. And then there was a reappearance from Ra's al Ghul. I enjoyed that because I enjoyed the Ra's al Ghul character. And so this was a twist. So the guy was telling Bruce the story of the kid who got out of the hole. And so I was thinking it was Bane. You know, this is what we thought. So, but then, well, maybe I should talk about this a little later when it's actually revealed. Yeah, I'll talk about it when it's revealed. But, so, yeah, Ra's al Ghul said that, like, that was actually my child. So then it was thought that Bane was Ra's al Ghul's child, which he wasn't, but Bane still was part of the League with the League of Shadows. So basically, this whole thing was Bane trying to fulfill Ra's al Ghul's, you know, goal to take over Gotham. Because that was Ra's al Ghul's goal in the first film, you know. And like I said, it was crazy that Bane succeeded. Gotham went into chaos, went into like an apocalyptic state. They couldn't get any help from the outside world. They were basically on their own. You know, trials were unfair and savage, and you know, jurisdictions were, you know, it was execution or exile, you know. So it was crazy to see this. You know, it kind of felt like Black Panther. Because remember, Killmonger succeeded in defeating T'Challa. He took over the throne for a while. It definitely wasn't as long as in Dark Knight Rises. Well, I guess basically that story of Black Panther could be compared to the Dark Knight Rises then, because Dark Knight Rises took place before Black Panther. But I saw Black Panther before Dark Knight Rises, so that's why I'm comparing. I mean, yeah, so that's why I'm comparing Dark Knight Rises to Black Panther, because yeah. But it felt like that, except, like I said, Bane was a force to be reckoned with. And then, yeah, I enjoyed seeing Bruce Wayne get out of the hole. He did it without the rock. It was a YOLO. He did it YOLO. If he would have fell, that would have been it. He did it YOLO, and he got out of the hole, threw the rope down for the other people to get out. That was cool. And he made it back. And he needed the help of Catwoman. You know, the city was in a crisis situation. He needed all the help he could get. It's like Catwoman has any evil intentions. It's just she's a cat burglar, okay? So I like that she helped him. I like that Catwoman was an ally near the end of this film. And then the police got out and stuff from underground and stuff, you know. And then the bomb. And so yeah, Bane's thing was for the bomb to blow up Gotham. I liked when Batman came back and fought Bane. I didn't really like Batman's fight. Well, yeah, I didn't enjoy the fight really. I just enjoyed seeing these two characters fight. If that makes sense. I enjoyed seeing them fight, but I didn't enjoy the actual fighting, the choreography. You know? So then I literally gasped when this happened. I can't remember the girl's name, but she was the child of Ra's al Ghul. She was the child of Ra's al Ghul, and, yeah, Bane was just someone who protected this girl growing up, you know? So, that's why she cared for Bane. And so then she died, and Bane died by Catwoman. She blasted him with the bat bike. I kind of felt his death. You know, he was this really hype villain the whole film, and then he just gets blasted to death in a one-off. I kind of didn't like that. I kind of wish he didn't have that quick of a death. That is one thing I didn't like, the way he was killed off. It felt too quick. I don't know. And then what? Oh yeah, and then I loved the part with John Blake when he was like, we need to get these kids out of here, okay? Well, we're getting out of here. And the guy was like, well, no, you don't. We're gonna blow the bridge. Yeah, he blew the bridge. And I actually knew how the film was gonna end because, like I said, I've seen bits and pieces from each of these films, and I'd actually seen, well, I actually didn't see the very end, but I saw the part where Batman carried the bomb off and it exploded. So I knew that was going to happen because I had seen that before. But still though, that's crazy. Like, the main character in this franchise, and it wasn't, he's still alive somehow thing. No, he actually died. I was like, wow. He killed himself to, save Gotham. So I thought that was a very noble thing of him to do. That was cool. I loved how he revealed to Commissioner Gordon that he was Bruce Wayne. Commissioner Gordon was like, well, if you're not coming back, shouldn't people at least know who was under the mask? And he had said something about the coat. I forgot to talk about this in the first film. After his parents were shot, Commissioner Gordon had put the coat around him and stuff. And so Commissioner Gordon remembered that from all those years ago. And he was like, Bruce Wayne? So he revealed to Commissioner Gordon that Bruce Wayne is the Batman. I loved that reveal. I liked that a lot. And then John Blake, he just knew. He was like, that one scene where he went to Wayne Manor, he was like, yeah, I know you're the Batman and stuff, you know. He was like, we need you back out here. You know, this Bane guy, he isn't jokes. So I liked that. And then the very end. So, John Blake's real name was Robin. This actually confusing me a little bit because some people are like, oh, this means he's Robin though in this universe. Well, I don't know though, because there's Damian Wayne and Dick Grayson, Jason Todd. There's no Robin in the comics where his actual first name is Robin. But then again, it's no coincidence that in this universe they named him Robin. That's not a coincidence, you know. It's like an Easter egg or something. But it doesn't make sense because that's not one of his official names in the comics, you know. And John Blake isn't any official Robin character in the comics. But then he found the Batcave. So then it's like a thing, well, would he be Robin? You know? Personally, I don't think that. Personally, I think if he was ever to be a vigilante, become a vigilante after finding the cave and stuff, he would be the next Batman. Why do I say that? Because Batman is a symbol. Batman's not he wasn't supposed to be an individual person in this universe. He was just supposed to be a symbol. Yes, the lady said Robin was his official name, but like I said, John Blake or Robin is never an official name for any Robin character in the comics. And since in this universe, Batman is just supposed to be a symbol, and he found the Batcave, I think he would become the next Batman if he was to become a vigilante and start fighting crime. But no, he quit the Force. I was about to say he's still on the Force, but he quit the Force. So, yeah, that'd be my thoughts on that. The scene with Alfred, that was kind of heartbreaking when he was at Bruce Wayne's grave. That was a bit heartbreaking. And what else? And I think that's it. And then the music played again at the end. The music played it. Dunna, 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 dunna. It's so triumphant. I freaking love it. Oh my god. It just says, The Dark Knight Rises. See, I told you guys. And I was waiting to talk about this film specifically. This film was a near masterpiece for me. What stopped it from being a masterpiece? Two things. Fight choreography. And I would say the outfit, but I liked Batman's outfit in this film. Fight choreography and the voice. I know I said I thought the voice was better in this film than the previous two, but still there was one particular scene where Batman just like started yelling, and then it, you know, dumbed down my thoughts on the voice. Yeah, I think he was like, "Where is she?" You know, it was nah. So things that stopped it from being a masterpiece for me is the fight choreography and the voice. Everything else was freaking amazing. I enjoyed everything else to the top. I enjoyed all the characters that were included, especially Bane. Bane is my favorite villain in all these Dark Knight films. Especially, I just freaking love the voice. To you, the people. I freaking love that voice. What's some other stuff he said? I don't know. But yeah, he was cool. Like I said, I enjoyed all the characters in this film. I enjoyed the story in this film. I enjoyed Bane's story. I enjoyed all, like, pretty much the entire film all the way through from beginning to end. I thought this film had the best story out of all the films. It had such a well-crafted story, in my opinion. It topped the previous two films in every other way for me. I really liked The Dark Knight Rises, and it, like I said, for me, it redeemed my thoughts on the entire Dark Knight Trilogy. It made me like the Dark Knight Trilogy. It made me appreciate the Dark Knight Trilogy. It made me happy that I finally decided to watch these films, you know. And I like the use of the heavy use of practical effects and not much CGI. And yeah, I thought Nolan did a good job. You know, yeah, it just the Dark Knight Rises is like the previous two films. Would I watch them again? Not really. I wouldn't watch them again. The Dark Knight Rises, I would watch again. I'd watch one or two more times. I would watch it again. Okay. So that's it. I finally watched all three Dark Knight films from beginning to end. I've seen this trilogy, and now you guys finally know all of my thoughts on all three films. Like I said, some things I've said in this video were probably disturbing for some of you hardcore fans. Now, what are my thoughts on the entire trilogy overall? The entire trilogy overall, including Dark Knight Rises, I thought it was a great trilogy. Now, if I wasn't including the Dark Knight Rises, I would just say I thought these films were okay. But the Dark Knight Rises being included in this whole sum of what I'm talking about, I thought it was a great trilogy. And that's the most I could say about it, is that I thought it was great. Like I said, Dark Knight Rises, it was a near masterpiece for me. It's one of my favorite comic book films that I've ever watched. Yeah, not too much more I have to say about it overall besides I just thought that it was great. I liked that each film, you know, wasn't just one villain. Each film included multiple villains from his rogues gallery. The first film had Ra's al Ghul and Scarecrow. The second film had Joker and Harvey Dent. Third film had Bane and Catwoman. So I really enjoyed the inclusion of multiple villains in each film, and the story was still just stayed together. I thought that was cool. Heath Ledger's Joker, I loved him. I loved Bane more, but I did really enjoy Heath Ledger's Joker. I still think he's overrated, though, overhyped. I still think the Dark Knight film is overrated, overhyped. But yeah, I thought it was a great trilogy. So now you guys know my thoughts on it. Let me know. Well, yeah, you guys have already seen this film, and I know a lot of you probably enjoy it, but still, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments of what you think about the Dark Knight trilogy. Okay? I know these films have been out like forever, but I still want to do a review talking about my thoughts on them because I finally decided to watch them. I definitely wanted to talk about the Dark Knight Rises because of how much I loved it. So this was my review for the Dark Knight Trilogy. If y'all enjoyed my video, let me know what you thought. Links are on my social media will be down below in the description box. Smash the like button. Share this video with anyone you feel enjoy. If you are new around here and you like what you see, tap the subscribe button and ding dong the notification bell to join the Mad Alliance on our journey to 100,000 subscribers. My name's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. Hope y'all have a marvelous day. Mad out. Mad. Strong. Together.